look like Megamind this morning with my do-rag on. But I don't really care. I see a lot of people on YouTube that like talk about how you should live life and how these are the right things you gotta do and you gotta do this for yourself. I think the biggest thing that you have to prioritize is like your health. I think that's key. That's where you find the longevity of living, is like prioritizing your health. But when it comes down to actually living, how you want to enjoy life and how you want to live life, it's completely up to you. People think that there's been this like map out of like, this is how you live life and this is how you're going to be successful and this is how you're going to enjoy life at the highest level. But when we look at it, look at the map out that society's given us as the correct and right way to live life. You know, make sure you go to school, get a job, then get married, buy a house. And it's like, those are all great things. If that's what you want out of life, if that's how you want to live life, that's fine. That's completely fine. But pushing this narrative that there's only the one way to live life and living through a certain lifestyle, you know, making sure that you get rich and you have like designer stuff and like fancy cars and like you're rich as fuck is the only way that you're successful in life. It's like, no, that's not true at all. Like, being materialistic and having a whole bunch of things doesn't mean you've made it in life and you're super successful. You know, if you're somebody who wants to go to school and you want to become a doctor, you want to become a lawyer, you want a master in a degree or whatever it is, good for you. If that's what you feel like brings you the main value of life, if that's what you feel like life is really all about, then that's the right way of living. You know, people get so caught up in like what people perceive about them and all these opinions and all these, you know, like perceptions. It's like, yo, you don't have any control over that. And what people forget is that they get so caught up in like trying to push this like persona that like, I'm really living life, I really look successful, I am successful. It's like, yo, your own definition of success is completely different than everybody else's. The way you want to live life is the right way of living life. There's no right way of living life. People want to push this narrative and it's like, yo, it's subjective. You know, like people are now starting to figure this out, that society pushed this slave narrative, rat race kind of narrative where they want you to do the same thing. They want everybody to be doing the same thing. And yo, if you're somebody who wants to do that in life, I'm not judging you. I'm not saying that's wrong. I'm not saying the right way is to not do that. I think it comes down to personal preference, personally. I think it comes down to what you value, your own beliefs, because you are living your life. Nobody else is living it for you. And when you get caught up in the whole perception and how people view you and how people think about you, and you make up this perception about how people, you know, see you and think about you and think whether or not you're successful or all these things, you literally stop living for yourself and you start living for everybody else. A lot of people are like, this is how you got to be successful in life. This is how you blah, blah, blah. Yo, you can find success through your own ways of living. And I never want to be somebody who's like, this is the right way to do things. This is the only way to do things. Because people experience life through different views. Like, your experiences in life are completely different than mine, whoever's watching this video. What you've gone through, other people haven't necessarily gone through, which has pushed you and put you on this path of living your life a certain way. So for people to say that, nah, that's not the right way of living life, and to project, it's completely ridiculous. It's completely wrong. For somebody who is caught up in what average people have to say about them, you know, how they perceive them, you're worried about what your friends are going to think, your family's going to think. Listen, as much as our parents love us, as much as your parents are there, your parents are wanting you to live the best life. And they want you to live the best life through their own lens. They personally perceive that going to school and doing this is the best way of living life. That's what they were taught. But on your path of life, you will come to find, especially if you live a spiritual life, that you will create the best life for yourself. Whether you connect spiritually, you connect to God, you connect to, you know, whatever it is that you believe in. But you've got to believe in yourself and you've got to believe in your way of living life. I'm telling you, there's a lot of people that were living life for other people and living life through what they were told was the best way of living life, and then came to figure out that this is actually not how you're supposed to live life, and that I want to live life on my own terms. You know, everybody talks about like being financially free and like wanting to have so much money. It's like, that's not the end goal. That's not the thing that's like gonna really make life amazing. It's having the freedom to live through whatever lens you want, through whatever type of life you want to create. That's the life. I'm not saying that you have to be, you know, running your own business or anything like that. I'm just saying that you get to create whatever life. When you get to create your own life and you get to live on your own terms, meaning you get to do whatever you please and you get to live life in whatever way that you want. If you're somebody who's already watching this video and you've already found your career, you're already living life on your terms, I'm really happy for you. Good for you. This video maybe isn't for you. But if you are somebody who doesn't feel like they have life figured out, you feel like the way of living life is not for you, and you're caught up in like, I don't think I know what I want to do in life. Start thinking, how can I create the life that I want to live? What is the life I want to live? Not what society says, not what everybody else defines as success and defines as like a bad life. What is it that I love? And that's why I think, honestly, when you're going for your passion, you're going for the things that you love, you can create the best life for yourself. But that's my own personal belief. That's what I believe in. So I just wanted to say, for anybody who is struggling with understanding how to live life, or they're caught up in, is this the right way of living life, or should I live life like this? There is no right or wrong way. We all have our own values, our own beliefs at the end of the day, and there's nothing that's confirmed that this is the right way of living life, because it's all personally through your life. It's your life at the end of the day. Like, we could say that, oh, you know, being rich and this and that is like what society says is the successful life. If you have a lot of money, you're successful. And it's like, no, that's not true. It's the way that you're connected to the earth, the way that you're connected to your family, your friends, the way that you enjoy life is the right way of living life. So don't get caught up in what people have to say about you. Don't get caught up about other people's perceptions. Because if you're living life on your own terms, you're living life through whatever life that you want to live, why would you care about what anybody has to say? Why would you care about what people think? And we get caught up in how people are going to view us. It's like, bro, it doesn't matter. Status does not matter, bro. You think status matters, but that shit does not matter. What matters is that you're living life through your own lens, on your own terms, and you're enjoying life. That's what matters. All right, thanks for watching the video. Please drop a like and hit the subscribe button. Your boy's trying to get to 400 subscribers. I appreciate every subscriber. And I'll see you in the next one.